Franz. I'm here with another tag video. This tag is called Vacation Book Tag. It was originally created by Steve Donoghue. And I was tagged by Janelle at Too Fond of Books. You should definitely check her channel. She frequently makes very informative videos, especially about mysteries. In March, for March Mystery Madness, she did a video every day, which were all very informative, and I really enjoyed watching all of them. Also, she prepares her videos excellently, and she researches about the subjects that she is interested in. I definitely advise you to check her channel. So let's get on with the questions. What is your favorite book about somebody taking a vacation? The only books that came to my mind were Agatha Christie books, that either Miss Marple or Hercule Poirot was in a vacation. But I wanted to talk about something different, and looked at my Goodreads page and saw Evening Class by Meave Binchy. In Evening Class, our characters are not actually taking a vacation, but the hope of going to Italy for vacation is the central theme of the book. The book is about a class of people who are learning Italian, and as I said before, when they finish this class, they will go to Italy for vacation. I wanted to stretch the prompt because the book has messages of hope, strong friendship, and really loving relationships between the characters. The second question is, do you read travel writing, and if so, favorites? Not really. I mostly read biographies or history books, but I try to buy books about the architecture of the city that I'm visiting, since I'm an architect. I wanted to show an example for that. Chicago's famous buildings. I bought this book when I visited Chicago, when my brother and my sister-in-law were living in United States. We visited them in 2000, and I bought this book then. Third question is, what are your books on vacation rituals? First of all, I take my Kindle, of course. I read most of my books in Kindle, so it makes sense that I'm going to take my Kindle while vacationing, of course. And I also have an application called Bookmate in my phone, in case something happens to my Kindle. And in this application, there are some books that I've downloaded from the library of that application. I can read them whenever I want, as long as I am a subscriber to the application. And I also take one physical book for plane rides. I know we can read Kindle books in some parts of the travel, but I prefer to read physical books while I'm on plane, in order not to be distracted by all the lights when you can read the book, or when you can't use the Kindle. So that's why I prefer to read physical books while I'm on plane. The fourth question is, what is your favorite book you found or read first while on vacation? I read many good books while I was on vacation, but my favorite is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I read this book while I was in holiday in Antalya, one of the nicest and warmest cities in Turkey, and I remember reading it while lying on a hammock, which was something that I always wanted to do in my life. And I additionally loved the book, and I'm continuing on with the Analog Read-Along series that is hosted by Tia and Amanda. After this book, Anne Shirley has become one of my favorite heroines in literature. Question 5. Have you ever light-fingered a book from a vacation stay? I took out a book from the hotel lobby in Cyprus, but I do not consider this light fingering. because the books in the lobby sort of works like a little free library, which is not unfortunately very popular in Turkey. It only happens in the big hotel lobbies like this one. But I do not remember the title of the book because I most probably unhauled it. But I remember it was a romance book, but I enjoyed reading it while I was staying there. Question 6. Some of your favorite books set in exotic locales. I'm going to talk about 3 books for this prompt. One of them is a Caribbean mystery by Agatha Christie. It's the Miss Marple mystery, and although it has been many years since I read it, I remember really enjoying the characters in that book, as well as the mystery, because in Agatha Christie books, you know, the mystery is always solid, but sometimes the characters can be ignored in some of them. But in this mystery, I remember really caring for the characters as well. The second book that I'm going to talk about is another Meave Binchy book, actually. Today is a Meave Binchy day, it seems like. Anyway, I'm going to talk about A Night of Rain and Stars. It takes place in a Greek island, and I felt very at home in that book, because, you know, Turkey is very close to Greece, and my ancestors come from one of the islands that are currently belonging to Greece, which is Crete. I really enjoyed the hopefulness of this book, and the reaction of the characters that are coming from different parts of the world, from this island, was really interesting to read. It's a feel-good book, so it fits perfectly for these times. And the last book that I'm going to talk about is actually from Turkey, The Architect's Apprentice by Elif Shafak. The reason I chose this book because most of the book take place in Topkapı Palace in Istanbul, which is one of the most exotic places that I have ever seen in my life. Istanbul is a wonderful place to visit because it has many different touristic sites throughout the city. But especially Topkapı Palace is somewhere to be seen, I think. The book tells the story of one of the apprentices of one of the greatest architects in the world, Mimar Sinan, and the apprentice then becomes the caretaker of the elephant that is gifted to Sultan by Indian ruler at that time. That's why he starts to live in the palace. It was really very interesting historical fiction book, and I really loved the book. I don't want to answer question 7 because I know the original creator, Steve Donoghue, never thought that the virus would become worldwide pandemic. So I do not wish to answer this question. Question 8. What was the last book you read while on vacation? I read I Was Anastasia by Ariel Lawson while I was visiting Skopje, Macedonia. And I remember really enjoying this book. It was a very good historical fiction book, and it had a very unique structure. One of the timelines that follows Princess Anastasia goes forward chronologically, and the other timeline that follows Anne goes backwards chronologically, and they meet, and we find out about the mystery of the Princess Anastasia and Anne Anderson by the clever use of book structure. It's a good book, and I would recommend it to historical fiction lovers again. The ninth question says that I need to tag some people. Because I'm pre-recording this, I do not know if these booktubers would have done the tag, but I will tag them anyway. The first booktuber that I'm going to tag is Krista from BooksAndJams. I especially wanted to tag her for this vacation tag because we met during her vacation in Turkey, and she was the one who encouraged me to take the last step to creating this channel, and I cannot say how grateful I am for her encouragement, and I really would like to know her answers for this tag. And I also want to tag Marissa at Marissa Curtis, Linda at Linda's Words of Books, Jenn at Remembered Reads, and Rainey at Rainy Day Reads. Thanks again, Janelle, for tagging me. I really enjoyed doing this tag. Please comment down below what are some of the really good books that takes place in exotic locale. And also you can answer any question in the tag or anything you like. I really like contacting with you through the comments. Also, if you are a new viewer, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, since this tag is called vacation book tag, I thought vacation should be the word of the day. Vacation means tatil in Turkish, and tatil is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.